November 15th, 2004, Fallujah, Iraq. Staff Sergeant David Balavia's platoon is conducting house-to-house clearing operations when an M1A1 Abrams tank, callsign Cojone Eh, rolls into an insurgent ambush that should destroy it. 7 RPG hits in 45 seconds. Then a Vehicle-Borne improvised explosive device rams directly into the side armor. The tank keeps fighting. And what happens next reveals why the M1 Abrams is the most survivable main battle tank ever built. Operation Phantom Fury. The Second Battle of Fallujah. The Marines and Army are clearing the city block by block, building by building. It's the heaviest urban combat American forces have faced since Hue City in 1968. The insurgents know they can't fight the Americans in open terrain, so they've turned Fallujah into a fortress. IEDs on every street, snipers in every building, RPG teams pre-positioned at intersections. Cojone Eh is supporting 2nd Battalion, 2nd Infantry Regiment. The tank's mission is simple: provide direct fire support, breach obstacles, and suppress enemy positions so infantry can advance. The crew commander is Sergeant First Class William Chrissy. He's been in Iraq for 8 months, been hit by IEDs twice, and his Abrams has absorbed more RPG impacts than he can count. The tank has become a legend in the battalion. Soldiers call it the Unkillable. Today, it's going to earn that name. And the ambush happens at an intersection called Phase Line Fran, a kill zone the insurgents have prepared specifically for armored vehicles. Buildings on 3 sides, clear fields of fire, multiple escape routes. Chrissy's tank rounds the corner at 15 miles per hour, turret traversing right, scanning for targets. The first RPG comes from a 2nd-story window. The tandem warhead round is designed to defeat reactive armor. It hits the front glacis plate at a 30-degree angle. The impact sounds like a sledgehammer on an oil drum. The crew is slammed against their restraints. Chrissy's vision blurs from the concussion, but the armor holds. The front glacis on an M1A1 is depleted uranium composite armor, the densest material used in tank construction. The RPG warhead penetrates the outer layer, detonates, and the blast is absorbed by the composite matrix. No penetration, the tank is still combat effective. 2nd RPG hits the turret, 3rd hits the left side skirt, 4th and 5th hit in rapid succession, both striking the turret ring. The tank is now inside the kill zone, taking fire from 3 directions. The gunner, Specialist Jason Mitchell, is acquiring targets through his thermal sight. Everything's white hot. Muzzle flashes bloom like camera strobes. Mitchell identifies the RPG team in the 2nd-story window, loads Sabot round. The M1's 120mm smoothbore cannon fires. The depleted uranium penetrator exits the barrel at 1,750 meters per second. It punches through the concrete wall, through the room, and exits the other side. The building collapses. 6th RPG hits the engine deck. This is a vulnerable area. The engine compartment has less armor than the crew compartment because of weight considerations. The shaped charge penetrates, detonates inside the engine bay. The Honeywell AGT 1500 gas turbine engine is hit with shrapnel. Oil pressure drops, temperature spikes. The driver, Private First Class Michael Rodriguez, reports engine damage, but the tank is still mobile. The AGT 1500 is designed with multiple redundancies. Even damaged, it can still produce power. Chrissy makes the decision: continue mission. If they stop in the kill zone, they die. The only way out is forward. 7th RPG hits the right side, impacting the reactive armor blocks. These explosive tiles are designed to detonate outward when hit, disrupting the shaped charge jet before it penetrates the main armor. The reactive armor works perfectly. The explosion is spectacular, but the main armor beneath is undamaged. Mitchell is engaging targets continuously. Coax machine gun at infantry positions. Main gun at hardened positions. The loader, Specialist Anthony Broadhead, is pulling 120mm rounds from the ready rack as fast as Mitchell can fire them. Then the VBIED appears. A white sedan, packed with artillery shells and explosives, accelerates toward the tank from a side street. The driver is on a suicide run, trying to ram the Abrams and detonate. Rodriguez sees it first. VBIED, 2 o'clock, 50 meters. Mitchell tries to traverse the turret. Too slow. The car is moving too fast. The sedan impacts the right side of the tank at 40 miles per hour. The explosive payload detonates on contact. The blast is equivalent to 500 pounds of TNT. Now, the tank is lifted off its left track and slammed back down. Reactive armor blocks disintegrate. The side skirt is blown completely off. The right track is damaged but still functional. Inside, the crew is stunned. Ears ringing, blood from minor shrapnel wounds, but the crew compartment integrity holds. The armor did its job. The blast was channeled outward by the tank's shape and angled armor. The depleted uranium and composite matrix absorbed the kinetic energy. The crew survived. Chrissy shakes off the concussion. Status report. Rodriguez. Still mobile. Right track damaged but functional. Mitchell. Main gun operational. Coax operational. Broadhead. 23 rounds remaining. They're still in the fight. Chrissy orders Rodriguez forward. The tank lurches. Right track grinding but holding. They need to clear the kill zone before the insurgents can organize another VBIED attack. Mitchell continues engaging. Building facades are collapsing under 120mm fire. The coax machine gun is suppressing every window, every doorway. The tank exits the kill zone, turns into a parallel street, and establishes an overwatch position. Infantry moves up behind them, using the tank as mobile cover. The engagement lasted 4 minutes, 7 RPG hits, 1 VBI'd impact, 0 casualties. When Cojone Eh finally returns to the forward operating base 3 days later, the damage assessment team is stunned. The tank looks like it fought through an artillery barrage. The front glasses has 3 deep impact craters but no penetration. The turret has 4 more. The right side armor is blown off, exposing the inner layers. The engine deck has a hole punched through it. The right track has 6 broken links, but the crew compartment is intact. The systems are functional. The main gun still fires. The maintenance team spends 2 weeks repairing the tank. New reactive armor blocks, new side skirts, engine replacement, track repair. 3 weeks after the Fallujah ambush, Cojone Eh is back in combat. Here's why this matters. Tank armor is a compromise between protection, weight, and mobility. You can make a tank invulnerable, but it'll be too heavy to move. You can make it light and fast, but it'll be vulnerable. The M1 Abrams finds the balance. It weighs 70 tons, which makes it one of the heaviest tanks in service. But that weight is intelligently distributed. The armor is thickest where threats are most likely. Front glasses, turret, and crew compartment. The armor itself is classified, but it's known to be a composite matrix of steel, ceramics, depleted uranium, and possibly other materials. This creates a multi-layered defense. Each layer is designed to defeat a specific type of threat. Kinetic penetrators are defeated by the dense depleted uranium layer. Shaped charges are defeated by the space composite layers. Blast effects are channeled away from the crew compartment by the tank's geometry. During Operation Iraqi Freedom, 23 M1 Abrams were mobility kills, knocked out by damage to tracks or running gear. 9 were total losses, usually from catastrophic internal fires after multiple penetrations, but crew casualties were remarkably low. The crew survival rate in disabled Abrams was over 90%. Even when the tank was knocked out, the crew usually walked away. Compare that to T-72s in the same conflict. Coalition forces destroyed over 1,000 Iraqi T-72s. The crew survival rate was estimated at less than 20%. When a T-72 is penetrated, the ammunition stored in the crew compartment usually detonated, killing everyone inside. The Abrams stores ammunition in a separate armored compartment at the rear of the turret, with blowout panels designed to vent explosions away from the crew. If the ammunition is hit and detonates, the panels blow outward, the crew survives, and the tank can be repaired. This design philosophy, armor-protected crew compartment with multiple layers of defense, has kept American tank crews alive in conflicts from Desert Storm to Afghanistan. Sergeant First Class Chrissy and his crew received Bronze Stars for their actions in Fallujah. Cojone Eh received battle damage repairs and served for another 4 years before being rotated back to the United States. The tank is now at Fort Benning, Georgia. Used as a training demonstrator, it still has the impact craters on the front glasses from that day in Fallujah. Because sometimes the best weapon is one that brings its crew home alive.